Today you'll discover how to choose your niche or your niche for YouTube. So let's get started right now. Before you shoot your first YouTube video, you're going to want to first choose a niche or a niche for your channel. You know what? Let's put an end to this debate right now. And is it niche or is it niche? Let's ask the dictionary.
Niche, niche.
All right, I'll call it both in this video. Now, if you don't know what a niche is, it's the main category or main topic your channel is all about. So for instance, my niche is the make money online niche, but more specifically, I want to teach people how to make money online by starting and growing a YouTube channel. So on this channel, I talk about how to film a video, how to edit your video, the marketing of your video, and all the tools you need to start and grow your YouTube business. But your niche could be in the playing piano niche or the fixing cars niche or the woodworking niche. There are thousands and thousands of niches you can choose. So let's go through the 6 tips to help you choose your niche for YouTube. So tip number 1 is to think about why you are on YouTube in the first place. One of the first questions you have to ask yourself is, why are you on YouTube? Do you want to grow a big YouTube channel? Do you want to make it a primary or secondary income source? Do you want to position yourself as a professional in your industry? Or maybe you don't know yet and you just want to post videos. You need to discover your why, because if you're just creating videos for the fun of it and you don't really care about how they turn out, then the niche doesn't really matter. But if you want to turn your channel into something special, you're going to need a strong why. And then that will help you with the niche choosing process. For instance, I created this YouTube channel because I want to help people start and grow their own YouTube channel. I want to give you the information, the tools, the resources, and everything you need to succeed in growing a business here on YouTube. My goal is to teach you how to ultimately turn this into a full-time business that will allow you to have time and financial freedom, and so you can teach others how to create time and financial freedom for themselves. And obviously through that, I want to create my own income by driving traffic to my website, my course, as well as make additional income through affiliate marketing. The reason this is so important is that you want to make sure your niche aligns with your own personal why, because if it doesn't, then you will just waste a ton of time. So whatever your reason, you first have to answer this question because it will help guide you through the rest of the process. And coming up, I'll tell you another reason your why is very important. All right, tip number 2 is figure out what your interests are. Ask yourself these questions. What are you passionate about? What do you like to talk about all of the time? What is something you love to teach? What is something you want to become an expert in and teach others? Write down everything that excites you or you're passionate about and see if you find a common theme. And once you have a common theme or topic you think will work, then ask yourself, does your topic have longevity and can you sustain it? So what do I mean by sustainability? Well, vlogging is an example of something that is sustainable because life changes every day and there's always something new to talk about. Likewise, if you're into entertainment content, then that is also most likely sustainable, but there are a few caveats. One caveat is you want to make sure that your topic in entertainment specifically is relevant for a long period of time. So for instance, if you're a gamer who loves to play the current game and you want to show how to play that game, then you need to make sure that you want to play that specific game for years to come, or that that game will remain relevant for a long time. Now, the second caveat we'll discuss in a second. Let me give you a specific example of what I mean by this. So when I first started playing a game called Clash of Clans many years ago, there was a YouTuber who would make content about this game. However, that game started to lose popularity, so he quickly pivoted and he started creating videos about another up-and-coming game. And not only did his audience stay with him, but he also grew his channel to over 1 million subscribers. But even if you aren't in the entertainment niche, you want to make sure that you're picking something that will interest you for years to come, because let's face it, you are going to have to make videos on a consistent basis. So you want to enjoy creating content about your topic. And if you don't pick something that is enjoyable to you, chances are that will come through in your videos and you aren't going to last on YouTube. All right, the last thing you want to do to make sure your niche is sustainable, and this is the second caveat I referenced above, is you want to make sure that you can come up with ideas for a long time on the topic or type of content you are going to create. So what you might want to do is sit down with a piece of paper or a spreadsheet or whatever you want and come up with 100 or more video ideas before you ever start a channel. And if you do this, not only will you prove to yourself that you can come up with great ideas for your videos, but you'll also relieve the stress that many YouTubers face, which is, what am I going to do a video about today? Tip number 3 is decide who do you want to watch your videos. Now that you have a topic, you need to think about who your videos are for. And if you're thinking your videos are for everybody on the planet, well then good luck, because unfortunately not everyone on planet Earth is going to like you or your content, because not every content topic is for everybody. So one of the first things you want to do is consider who do you want to watch your videos. But Steve, isn't it obvious that if I have a topic I want to discuss, then who will watch it is automatic? Well, yes and no. Let me explain. So let's say I choose gardening as my topic, and specifically I want to teach people how to grow flowers. I still want to consider who my target audience is. So for instance, if I'm targeting families with nice homes, ages 35 to 55, the language I use, my messaging, my tone, and my setting will be much different than if I'm targeting millennials. Another thing I might want to consider is, am I targeting people who grow flowers in their suburban homes or outside gardens, or do I want to show people who live in the city how to grow flowers? Choosing your target audience is very important, and if you want to learn more about how to choose your target audience, I have a video that takes a deeper dive into the subject, and I'll leave a link up above where you can go check out that video. Another thing that you might want to consider is not mixing topics. So for instance, someone who is looking for the best soil to plant hydrangeas most likely doesn't care about the best attack strategy at Town Hall 11 in Clash of Clans. Okay, well maybe I care about that, but 99% of the population doesn't. And yes, Clash of Clans is my guilty pleasure. In this case, if you have two completely different topics with different viewers, you might want to start two different channels, because it will be very hard to grow your subscribers, especially if they don't know what kind of video they're going to get from you next. And finally, and just as importantly, you want to help the YouTube algorithm. The ultimate goal of YouTube is to make money through ad revenue. And the only way they are able to do that is if they keep people on YouTube for as long as they can. And you want to help YouTube out by letting them know that you are an expert in something, whether it's growing flowers or growing vegetables or how to fix appliances. Whatever it is, you want to show YouTube that you are an expert in a specific topic. And if you have videos about all kinds of topics, YouTube won't know how to classify your channel, and they won't rank your videos as high, because they'll want to show people the channels that are dedicated to the topics people are searching for. All right, tip number 4 is to decide what value are you going to provide your audience. Now that you have your topic and your target audience, what value are you going to provide in your videos? Most people who visit YouTube want something out of it. They want to be entertained, they want to learn something, they want to connect with people. And unless you are Mr. Beast and have millions of subscribers, then chances are nobody is going to care if you do a video about your day at the park with the kids playing Frisbee, unless the grandparents of the kids are watching. So if you're just starting a channel, you are going to have a reason for people to watch your videos. Your videos will have to provide some sort of value to them, otherwise they won't watch. You will need to figure out things like, what problems are you going to solve for your audience? What ideas are you going to show them? How are you going to make their lives better by watching your videos? This is something you need to consider when deciding what niche you're going to pick. All right, tip number 5 is Decide how you're going to monetize your videos. Now, chances are, if you're watching this video from my channel, you're going to want to monetize your own YouTube channel. Now, one of the first things you might want to do is check your future competitors to see if they have high view counts and lots of subscribers. And if they do, then you might make a decent income with YouTube ad revenue. However, if they don't, then you might have to look at other ways to make money from your YouTube channel. So you might have to look at things like brand deals, or selling your own products or services, or promoting other people's products and services and making a commission. There's so many different ways that you can make money from YouTube. Also, keep in mind, until you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you won't be able to run ads on your channel. So during that time, you'll have to look for other ways to make money. And if you want to know what I think is the best way, especially for beginners, to make money from their YouTube channel, especially if they don't have the necessary watch time or subscribers, then I'll leave a link down below where you can go check out a free webinar that'll show you how. Now, tip number 6, which could actually be 5B, is to find out what your competitors are doing in your niche. Now, this can be really fun, or this can be really scary depending on how you look at it. So once you have a niche you think you want to choose, go to YouTube and search out the largest channels creating content on that topic. Chances are you already know who they are, but if you are lucky enough to have found a niche with no big channels, then game on, you have found an open sandbox to play in. But more often than not, there are large channels in every niche. So once you find out what those channels are, go through them and see what topics and videos are doing the best for them. And this is really easy. Let me show you how you do this. All right, so I'm in YouTube here, and let's stick with the Clash of Clans niche, because why not? Why not just keep embarrassing myself here? Plus, it's fun. So let's search on Clash of Clans and see what comes up. So you can see that there are many different videos on this topic, and I have a plugin installed called vidIQ, so I can see how many subscribers each of these channels has. So I can see Galadon Gaming, he has 1.86 million subscribers, so this is a big channel. So I'm going to click on him, go to his channel, and what I can do is I can go to videos and then sort by most popular. And I can see right now, here are some of the topics that are very popular for him. So, for instance, Clash Royale, this Clash of Clans, I don't know what this is. Clash of Clans hack cheats. So let's pick this Clash Royale. Another thing you're gonna want to do is come up here once you find some topics, is go and search for smaller channels. Clash Royale, Clash of Clans. And then look for smaller channels to see if they're getting any traction. So for instance, right here, this 1,000 new troops, 5,000 subscribers, but this one video has 58,000 views. So let me click on him, and you can see the type of content that this person creates. And this gives you a good idea of the type of competition you will have if you were to choose, let's say, the Clash of Clans niche. Now, here's the scary part for some. Once you have done your research, you need to ask yourself this tough question. Can you compete with these channels? Can you do the same level of filming, the same level of editing, the copywriting, the thumbnails, the presenting? And if the answer is yes, then go for it. If the answer is no, then you might want to find a different niche. However, if the answer is not yet, but you know what, I'll dedicate myself to working on it and I will get there, then this is another reason, and we talked about this earlier, your why. This is why it's so important to have a real good reason why you're starting a YouTube channel. Because let's face it, there are some really good content creators out there, especially if you end up choosing one of the 3 evergreen highest paying niches, which is wealth, health, and relationships. But if you truly have a really strong why you're doing this, you can use that to motivate you to raise your level of the content production. And this is the fun part, because as Tony Robbins says, success leaves clues. So what you can do is go follow these leaders in your niche and study them. How are they structuring their videos? Why are they popular? What are they talking about? And now you can model them, not copy, but model what's working for them, because chances are if it's working for them, it can work for you too. And if you do that and you're consistently showing up and you get better with every video, you're learning, you're taking massive action, I know you will be successful in YouTube. So those are my 6 tips for how to choose a niche for YouTube. It is the crucial first step you need to take before you hit that record button. Now learn what the next step is. Go watch this video, because you still aren't quite ready to start recording yet if you really want to start and grow a YouTube channel as a business. Or if you don't want to watch that one, go watch this one that YouTube is recommending. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you over in one of those videos.